Most people don't realize this, but over 82% of young adults check their phones within 5 minutes of waking up. And that's not just a habit, it's a warning sign. Because if your brain gets trained to expect a dopamine hit before you even stand up, how do you expect to build focus, discipline, or success? Now, I'm not judging you. I was there too. Waking up, feeling tired, reaching for my phone without thinking, telling myself I'd be productive later, but never actually changing. I know how it feels to want more and feel stuck anyway. And if you give me your full attention for a few minutes, I promise to give you something that can actually change the game. Not motivation, not a quick hack, just a system. Because if you can't sit through a few minutes that are meant to help you, how will you ever push through the uncomfortable work that leads to real results? See that bar at the bottom of the screen? That's your progress bar. And here's how it works. Every time you see a gold bar, you're about to get a key insight. Something useful, something you can apply. And when you see the diamond, that's the main shift. The one that changed everything for me. But it only hits hard if you've seen how we get there. So watch the whole path, and I promise it will land differently. Alright, let's finally cut through all the noise. Because the whole dopamine detox trend, it's just not working for most people. And you know what? You don't need to waste weeks or months hoping for change anymore. Right there in this video, I'm going to show you exactly what works so you can finally start seeing results starting today. So let's talk about dopamine detox. You've seen the videos. Delete all your apps, lock your phone away, no music, no sugar, no fun. Just sit in silence and suffer your way into discipline. Here's the problem. It's not sustainable. Because most people don't need a detox, they need a new relationship with dopamine. See, dopamine itself isn't the enemy. It's a tool. It's what drives us to act, to move, to build. You can't turn it off, but you can redirect it. Here's what worked for me. I stopped trying to run away from dopamine and started using it to build momentum. I didn't quit everything cold turkey. I didn't throw my phone in the ocean. I just changed one thing. Before I could check anything, I had to do one thing that moved me forward. That's it. One small action. Write one sentence. Clean the desk. Stretch for 2 minutes. And then, dopamine. That tiny rule changed my brain. Because now, every time I wanted a hit, I had to earn it. You're not addicted to TikTok or sugar or scrolling. You're addicted to instant reward. And the more you chase it, the harder it becomes to enjoy real effort. So, how do you flip it? How to train your brain to want focus instead of escape? You start by making focus feel rewarding again, not overwhelming. Not perfect, just rewarding. Here's the trick. Don't focus longer, focus cleaner. Even 10 minutes of deep, distraction-free focus is more powerful than 2 hours of half scrolling or half working. Build a tiny loop. One clear task, a short time block, one simple reward. Let's say, write for 15 minutes, then music. Edit one paragraph, then check your messages. Read one page, then get your snack. This trains your brain to link dopamine to effort, not just consumption. And if you do this every day, even just once a day, you stop seeing focus as something painful and start seeing it as something that pays off. But there's still one reason why most people fall off after a few days. It's not about the system, it's not about motivation, it's about something deeper. Something wired in your mind that makes consistency feel unsafe. That's where we go next, and that's where the real shift happens. You want change, you try to stay consistent, you build a system, and still, you find yourself slipping back, again and again. Why? Because your brain isn't just wired for dopamine, it's wired for safety. See, success doesn't just feel far away, it feels unfamiliar. And your brain treats unfamiliar like danger. That's why every time you start making progress, a voice whispers, "This is too much, this won't last, let's go back." And so you stop. Not because you're weak, because your nervous system is trying to protect you from a future it doesn't fully trust. This is what no one tells you. Consistency isn't about effort, it's about identity. You stay consistent when being focused feels more familiar than being distracted. That's why most dopamine detoxes don't work. They just remove stimulation, but they don't give you a new identity to move forward. And that's where your real power starts, when you stop fighting distraction and start feeding a new version of yourself. Not someday, but right now. One loop, one win, one decision. Let me break it down real simple. If your brain follows loops, then your job isn't to fight the bad ones, it's to build a better one. And that doesn't start with deleting apps. It starts with changing your triggers. Think about it. Right now, your trigger is boredom, and the loop ends with TikTok, or YouTube, or junk food. And you don't even decide anymore, it's just automatic. Sitting in silence for 60 seconds before reaching for your phone, that tiny moment, that's how you start a new path. And yeah, I know it's hard to set up, especially when your brain is wired to chase quick hits. So I made something simple to help. A small PDF, one page. It's called the Identity Loop Starter. It helps you track your triggers, define your reset action, and slowly build a loop that actually supports you. No spam, no login, just a tool to make this real. It's linked below and it's free. Because if you made it this far, you actually want this, and that's rare. You know, we always think the change has to be massive, like some big moment or a full life reset. But the truth is, change is usually quiet. It's in the small rewires, the tiny pauses, the moments where you notice the loop and choose something different. And if you've made it to this point in the video, you've already started doing that. You're not just watching a video, you're learning how to take back control. And that already sets you apart from 95% of people. So don't wait for motivation. Build momentum. One action, one better loop, one tiny shift at a time. And if you ever forget what to do, just come back here. I'll still be talking to you. Stay sharp, break the loop, and I'll see you in the next one.